my part of the world, and I don't know if you can see out there, but they're ice fishing and um, just trying to enjoy a little bit of this cold weather. But I'd like to welcome you to the channel if you're new. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I'm truly grateful and thankful for everybody that shows up to the channel. And even if you don't subscribe and you're hearing the message, that is, you know, you're still getting the activation if you listen to the light language. But so we are still in chapter 2, the separation and the atonement. And we are going to be on section 4, healing as release from fear, which is pretty ironic considering that we are going into a full moon tomorrow, and it is full moons are all about releasing, and this particular lesson is about releasing. So if you want to just get comfortable, I've set the tone already. I've got a little bit of Mag Champa to cleanse the area, and I've got beautiful white candle here to kind of set the intention. So, but I do have to get one thing. I have to get a tissue. I apologize because my nose is going to start running, and I thought I had one here, but I'll be right back. Sorry. Oh, my apologies. I don't know if you can see, one of the neighbors are heading out to the lake to ice fish with their children. So, okay, let's get started. Thank you for your patience. So we are on healing as release from fear. Our emphasis is now on healing. The miracle is the means, the atonement is the principle, and healing is the result. To speak of a miracle of healing is to combine two orders of reality inappropriately. Healing is not a miracle. The atonement, or the final miracle, is a remedy, and any type of healing is a result. The kind of error to which atonement is applied is irrelevant. All healing is essentially the release from fear. To undertake this, you cannot be fearful yourself. You do not understand healing because of your own fear. A major step in the atonement plan is to undo error at all levels. Sickness or not right-mindedness is the result of level confusion, because it always entails the belief that what is amiss on one level can adversely affect another. Excuse me. We have referred to miracles as the means of correcting level confusion, for all mistakes must be corrected at the level on which they occur. Only the mind is capable of error. The body can act wrongly only when it is responding to misthought. The body cannot create, and the belief that it can is a fundamental error, produces all physical symptoms. Physical illness represents a belief in magic. The whole distortion that made magic rests on the belief that there is a creative ability in matter which the mind cannot control. This error can take two forms. It can be believed that the mind can miscreate in the body, or that the body can miscreate in the mind. When it is understood that the mind, the only level of creation, cannot create beyond itself, neither type of confusion need occur. Only the mind can create because spirit has already been created, and the body is a learning device for the mind. Learning devices are not lessons in themselves. Their purpose is merely to facilitate learning. The worst a faulty use of a learning device can do is to fail to facilitate learning. It has no power in itself to introduce actual learning errors. The body, if properly understood, shares the invulnerability of the atonement to two-edged application. This is not because the body is a miracle, but because it is not inherently open to misinterpretation. The body is merely part of your experience in the physical world. Its abilities can be and frequently are over-evaluated. However, it is almost impossible to deny its existence in this world. Those who do so are engaging in a particularly unworthy form of denial. The term unworthy here implies only that it is not necessary to protect the mind by denying the unmindful. If one denies this unfortunate aspect of the mind's power, one is also denying the power itself. All material means that you accept as remedies for bodily ills are restatements of magic principles. This is the first step in believing that the body makes its own illness. It is a second misstep to attempt to heal it through non-creative agents. It does not follow, however, that the use of such agents for corrective purposes is evil. Sometimes the illness has a sufficiently strong hold over the mind to render a person temporarily inaccessible to the atonement. In this case, it may be wise to utilize a compromise approach to mind and body, in which something from the outside is temporarily given healing belief. This is because the last thing that can help the non-minded or the sick is an increase in fear. They are already in a fear-weakened state. If they are prematurely exposed to a miracle, they may be precipitated into panic. This is likely to occur when upside-down perception has induced the belief that miracles are frightening. The value of the atonement does not lie in the manner in which it is expressed. In fact, if it is used truly, it will inevitably be expressed in whatever way is most helpful to the receiver. This means that a miracle to attain its fully efficacy must be expressed in a language that the recipient can understand without fear. This does not necessarily mean that this is the highest level of communication of which he is capable. It does mean, however, that it is the highest level of communication of which he is capable now. The whole aim of the miracle is to raise the level of communication, not to lower it by increasing fear. And I know this may trigger some people to believe that we create our own illness and we have the ability to cure our own illness. And it's through training our mind in the Course in Miracles. So I'm now going to channel, I'm usually recording this, so it's a little different, but I'm now going to channel the light language activation for today's, or this week's teaching. So if you'd just like to get comfortable, I'll be using this beautiful, it's actually also kind of, the theme goes with the new moon and the fear and release, because you've got the density and then you've got the light. So let's just put our intent in this crystal to release any fear and illness, and bring in the intention to heal our body in whichever way applies to you. Thank you, Spirit. And I'll be calling in the Holy Spirit and Ascended Master Jesus to assist with bringing in this message that we need to hear for today's light language activation. Thank you, Spirit. I'm seeing like the ribbons, like in like an awareness of an illness, like breast cancer, for example. They have the pink ribbon. What color is this ribbon? That's pretty interesting because it's bringing awareness to the teaching and to this language activation that we'll be bringing in. Thank you, Spirit. Which Jukoa iti oho goa e o goa e o goa he o e o goa e juko o a he hakotato e katoto shikiti o e te o jukoa e o toho a e o katatato o shikata o katoto e o joko ho e te o shikiti o akate o kati shikito. Well, thank you for being here today in this live stream. Please feel free to comment and like, share, and subscribe if you have any comments in regards to the teaching for this week. So I think I'm just going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love, blessings, and abundance, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste. I gotta see how to shut this off. Maybe this.